Merry Christmas and a happy and prosperous 2024.
Merry Christmas. It's that time of the year. Hey, Christmas time is that time to eat and be merry. And then, let me tell you, next week it's when we start setting resolutions. After we've eaten, we see those resolutions we had set last year for being physically fit and not eating too much. We're breaking them this week. This podcast was a resolution that we made last year.
Yes. This is a resolution that we had planned to do it actually beginning of 2023.
Yes.
Mwenye makosa ni mimi. I am the one to blame in this case. I take the blame.
But finally, we got to at least we can say it's one resolution that we have gotten to.
Oh yes.
My name is Martin Rua.
And I'm Kamuche Menza.
This holiday we decided to discuss something interesting. Yes. We're discussing about our hobbies
and interests.
Because during this holiday, it's that time of the year where you can get to do some of these things. The ocean is like, it gives me solace and peace. I like just going to the beach, sitting, listening to the waves, because that's me. And anyway, where I was born, the hospital I was born, it's just next to the beach, Mombasa Hospital. So, but I don't like going to the beach this way.
You see the ocean water, the way people say it's blue water, right? There's a time we went to the beach and the water was brown. This is sea water and it was brown.
The best time to go, that's why I normally say the best time to go to the beach is not during the festive seasons. Let me tell you.
No, but we love visitors at the coast.
We love you. Just come. That's why we love them. That's why we live.
Where should we let them?
We leave you the beach. We leave you the beach. We're leaving you the beach. Which is okay. By it's no one's property, but by virtue, because we are both there, let's say it's ours. It's our property. So this festive season, enjoy yourselves. Just come lift our economy at the coast. And we're inviting you. So we are living in the beach, but that's one of my interests and hobbies that I like. I really like. Yes.
I think my hobbies have been changing over time, if you ask me, from when I was growing up all the way up until now. The things that I used to do when I was young are not the things that I'm doing now. I used to read novels.
Okay, the same for me.
We had a clique of girls, we used to cut the books. Imagine you could start reading from the back. Exactly. You start reading a novel from the back.
Curiosity kills it. Because you want to know what's in the end. So for me, I used to read novels, but I never used to read them at home. So I used to read them in school. I stopped reading romantic books. I read books that inspiration books and grow my knowledge.
Investment, investment finance.
Yes, those are the types of books I read. I used to read romantic novels, and then I think we should ask.
So, are you romantic now?
I'm still trying to debate about it with my life. Am I romantic or am I not? Because we know when reality hits you, your romantic side still stays in your heart, but you also try to understand some of the issues. So I know nataka, and there's no compromise.
And there's no. All right. So at least for me, I stopped. I don't even know when and where I stopped reading books.
I stopped reading books to campus.
It just disappeared. I can't recall. I think maybe when I went to campus. Maybe
romantic books when I went to campus.
No. So for me, it wasn't even about romantic books or what. I think I used to like reading. When you say it does digest, I could read those.
I never used to read
novels. My dad used to even bring me novels.
Like for me, when I got to high school, I started reading political interest books. Like I remember my favorite book was Ngogi Detained. It was about his story when he was in prison. I really liked that book. So that's the side I was leaning towards. So by the time I was leaving high school, I had completely stopped reading books. Romantic books. Because we used to read those and then we shared them, we exchanged them amongst girls in primary and high school. So I started doing political books, inspirational books. Yes, I read about Mekatilili Wamenza, More the Eyes of Africa. Those are some of the books that I was reading. Dressing up came naturally. I never thought, this could be a talent. I used to watch news and I love how the news anchors used to be dressed. And dressing up became a hobby of mine. So I made sure that I was dressed in a certain way, because even someone in campus came and told me, are you sure you don't want to get into fashion? I normally love how you dress up. So for me, the need to have something nice and to look nice led me to my love for fashion. It's a talent that stood out amongst all.
I think what she's saying makes sense in terms of her love for fashion, and then it pushes you to try and do something that you never even thought that you will do. For some reason, when I met her and the fashionable thing that she had in her, I felt like, I think I can also do something.
I challenged. I remember there's a time she was telling me, I want to buy decos, I don't know what. Then I tell her, kwani wezi jitengenezea hizo vitu?
So in my house right now, I have a number of decors that I've done. Those are handmade, especially. And now when I tried it during COVID. You remember COVID?
It becomes so fulfilling.
Exactly. I was with my sister and they were like, so what are you going to do the whole of this time? So remember that time, as KBC, we used to work 7 days and then 7 days away. A whole week, I'm with my sister at home. There is no school. She's not going to school. We are just there. Then there was the lockdown. We can't even travel to coast. So what are you going to do the whole of the 7 days?
Family bonding. That is what you're going to do during this Christmas season. Now I believe by now we have built tolerance enough for our family. So Christmas is just because if you survived during COVID,
locking yourself
you can
inside
survive
houses.
during anything.
My other hobby would be traveling. I remember even when I chose journalism, I had that traveling thing. I was like, that is one of
the reasons why I also wanted to do journalism.
Yes.
Because I told myself, I cannot be locked inside an
office. Exactly. So sitting in an office was a no. I wanted to deal with people. I wanted to be moving around. So journalism was, of course, coming in handy. So I chose journalism because I wanted to travel. Other than the other things, of course, there was the traveling bit, and I loved traveling. So, but one thing I came to realize after I joined journalism is that there are some things that you'll tend to leave them outside, or rather out your program or something. Because for me, when I joined journalism, imagine kila siku tuko kwa barabara, you are on the road every day, going there, going to see. Do you know when it gets to a day that I'm off,
you're tired,
Martin, I just want to sit down, like literally sit down somewhere, sleep, or if I have a series, I just do series, I just do movies.
Now that is why normally people don't understand why most of the times I enjoy my own solace time nowadays, because I love traveling. But there was a time also when I was doing production, we used to do shoots until by the time you are done with shoots, it's 4 a.m. You are exhausted, or 3 a.m. in the morning. So you just sleep. You are sleeping in the bus. By the time you arrive, you are tired. You just get into bed and sleep. And the next morning you have to wake up, and then it's call time, probably 6 a.m. You just sleep for 2 hours. So yes, I still love my job.
Traveling,
and I still love traveling. But that's why I also enjoy quiet and solace time.
Exactly. It gets to a point that some of the hobbies, the interests that you have,
are overtaken
by perhaps the career path that you've chosen.
But it's not a bad thing. But it's not a bad thing, because why I think it's not a bad thing, because yes, we love traveling, and we are traveling while making a difference at the same time.
Because for me, if you ask me now, my life is kinda laid back a bit, because what I will do on an off day, if I'm not meeting a friend for, let's say, a cup of coffee, or if I'm not visiting who is who, I will just sit.
Plus I think age takes over too.
And follow up, I just continue my series. I just love series because I know series nita watch leo, occasionally watch. Kwanza yenye nitapata iko na 64 episodes. Bas, I know my whole month.
When you say 64 episodes, you are reminding me of my another hobby and interest. Korean dramas. Now, Korean drama. Actually during this COVID time, there was a heat wave for Korean shows. During that time, I even actually took Korean classes. If it's not a Korean movie for me and a Korean series, it's inspirational movies. Movies that will make me cry.
We can't sit together and watch.
Movies that will make me cry.
Watching your TV that end at
Trevor Noah makes me laugh. Those are the things that I like watching, but a horror movie, it's no. First of all, if I see nuns and fathers that are Mexican in a movie, I just walk out. That's a horror movie.
No, why I stopped watching horror movies? They stopped being horror. It's called what?
They stop being frightening
to me. But the back of my mind, I'm like, this is just fiction. This is just fiction. Like, this is just pure fiction.
Another thing I wanted to say is like I like outdoor activities, doing those with friends and with family. I will not do zip lining. I will tell you why. When I was working in the Philippines, there's a day me and my colleagues and I went for zip line. So we went on a road trip. Said let's go on a road trip. So we go on a road trip. We go to a hotel. We eat nice food. Then we get to a place there's zip lining. And then you see that zip lining from one end to the other. It's a forest in between. A forest with death trees. When you fall, you just die.
Disappear.
So I looked at that yo. I'm looking at my friends. I told them I will not go for zip lining. Then another Filipino man, he goes. He's convinced by his children. Go, and his friends. Go kuya. You know they call men kuya in Jaranio. So he goes. He goes screaming all the way from one end to the other. Then coming back, he refuses to come back. And there's no way of coming back. You have to still come back the same way. So like those zip lining whereby you can go down the stairs and walk. You cannot walk back. There is a forest in between. They said that is what I did not want, because I could have gone to that end and refused to come back. Now,
so what happened was, did he?
The instructor had to bring him back. So he had to tie the guy and then bring him back. I told my friends, that is what I don't want. I will go and refuse to come back. I will even refuse the instructor to bring me back.
Skating.
I haven't tried skating, though I should try. That is not.
That's not a difficult.
If my leg breaks, it can just get fixed. No problem. So.
But not falling in the forest.
Not falling in the forest. Nah. And during these festive holidays, most of the things we'll go do at home, like for us, we know we go like cooking mahamri.
The things that we usually do now during the festive season at Christmas at home, like with my family. Biryani halikosi, like we just have to make biryani. Then my sister is pursuing some courses in the hospitality industry, and she has these new recipes every time, even when she comes home when they're on break. After the quarter is complete and they're on break, she just has to come and try some. And those
are the people who, when you sit at the table, they'll tell you you're setting it wrong. You're supposed to put the spoon this way and this way. We also have that in our family, but she didn't do any hospitality.
So when, of course, you just have to try something new. Yes. There are the meals that will be there. Like if it's breakfast, we have the mahamuri, viazi karai, katlesi.
Now for us, it's my grandmother. She's good at cooking mahamuri. And then biryani. Unfortunately, our biryani cook was married away 2 years ago. This will be her second Christmas. She's not around.
We will cook for you biryani.
We will just manage and manage.
So, at my family, my mom is cuts across. She knows how to
cook everything.
She just knows how to cook everything.
My mom was a career woman for such a long time, and she normally says, "Kwani nilizaa kazi gani? Si nilizaa watu wanipikia nile."
My mom knows how to cook everything, and then she's like, no, you guys, I'm not going to cook for you this Christmas. I'm not going to cook for you.
And then she ends up cooking.
Because I've been cooking for you all this while, and now you're supposed to be cooking for me. And in any case, if I continue cooking for you, when will you learn how to cook this thing?
Now, not this Christmas, me, I will not be at my parents' house. So my younger sister will cook, and me, I'll be at my in-laws. We're having a whole extended family get-together at my sister's in-laws.
What happens now, there's the extended family of the grandfather, right? We live in a village, and we have a number of children, my grandfather, brothers, and what. So we are a number of families. We are like, I think 5 families. Each grandfather has their own family tree. The other grandfather has a family tree and all that. So the family tree from my grandfather is the one that we usually cook together during Christmas. And sometimes we decide we just want to cook together, and then eat all together. And when it comes to that, we have to bring some brasso, tunaweza brasso, watu wacheze brasso. And then we also have to do uniform bearers. We can even get uniform bearers for the, so we are kuna vitukuu, kuna wajukuu, kuna watoto, kuna wenye waliolewa hapo, kuna who. So those will be different bearers. If we are doing bearers, then our mothers will wear different bearer. us will have to wear a different
Dera,
dera, the others, yeah, because now we just want to have this sherehe kabisa kabisa vizuri. But now then it's not like it's a guarantee like every Christmas we will be doing that. Sometimes we just feel like doing that. Sometimes each family just cooks, and then when it's about time to eat now, we can bring together, eat, then sit somewhere, music.
For us it's a bit different because us, like you see, you guys are living a whole extended family together. From our side, not from my husband's side, we moved from our extended family's place. Now we live on our own. So what happens is we normally cook food and then it's jirani. You take a little to the jirani, you take a little to the jirani, and then the jirani brings the same a little bit. If you cooked biryani, a pilau, you put aside a little in containers, then you take to the mahamri, and then they do the same. It's like sharing within families. Yes, that's how it happens for us. Yes. Or sometimes we call in our extended family, tunachinja mbuzi, tunakula, then jioni kila moja anajipanga anaenda shughuli yake. It's the same even for on my husband's side. What we normally do, we normally visit different homes. Like last year we were in Chonyi. This year we're going to be at my sister's-in-law's place, the whole extended family. Then we eat, we make merry. Then in the evening kila moja anaenda kwao. You go kama unaenda kule unafanya kenye unafanya. But let's not also forget the church aspect. We were raised with it.
Yeah.
We go to church in the mornings, ibada before Christmas in the afternoon. Another thing, when you said braso, hey, I used to remember braso. Nowadays I don't do it anymore. But you see, me, I was brought up in our Christmas. We used to spend them in Ribe Kambe. We used to follow braso from, imagine, Kambe or Ribe sometimes, all the way to Kaloleni, walking. And they used to go to different homes.
But you know, at that time, there is usually so many people walking on the road, like so many, the roads are usually very flooded with people.
So you walk, you follow the braso, you go dancing with it, and then you go to a certain homestead, they play the braso, you dance, and then they are paid, you move to the next time. They don't have that ritual nowadays.
No, they don't do it these days.
Then Christmas carols was amazing long time ago.
I thought it was a long time ago when we were children, right? We
but
used to go house to house.
Yes, house to house. But I know, I think nowadays it's because of security that they don't do that anymore. But that used to, I wish that tradition was brought back because it was amazing. Little children, they used to be taught. Now we only see Christmas carols in movies. In these Christmas movies that we see on TV, we see them caroling like that.
But for us, I remember when we were kids, how we used to do the Christmas carols when it was 24th, before, that is the Christmas Eve. We used to move with a bowl, a big bowl. You know that
Westerners have Halloween.
We used to have two bowls. Like one is for mahamuri. Usually is the time that people used to make that evening. They make mahamuri for breakfast tomorrow morning. So we have two bowls. There is the big bowl and the small bowl. If you want to give us 20 bob, put the 20 bob there. If you want to give us mahamuri, put here. So we could collect mahamuri. We go to all the homesteads, like give us mahamuri, and we are singing Merry Christmas. I don't know what. So we sing. They put us mahamuri. They put for us money, and then once we are done, we just sit somewhere. There is no sleeping that time. There's no sleeping that time until it reaches midnight.
Yes.
And we shout from wherever we are, Merry Christmas! Or when it's New Year, we also shout from wherever we are, Happy New Year! And then we are like, okay, we have seen Christmas, now let's go to sleep. Then the next time we go like, we've seen the New Year, let's go to sleep. Then in the morning we wake up and go to church.
Children nowadays also play. It's still weird, but this is in the village. You find them
doing like this.
And playing like this. Well, in Nairobi we don't have that. Here in Nairobi we'll have caroling. We will go for caroling. We normally have caroling by the church, and then after that, yes, we have a Christmas service, but now that depends. But it's an amazing time. So we'd like to wish them a Merry Christmas once again, and enjoy your Christmas seasons. And by the way, usibebe zile chuki zote za mwaka watu wamekufanyia kwa familia huko ukienda nazo nyumbani. Just forget them for this one time. Go enjoy. Watu ukiona mtu tu wewe mwambie Merry Christmas, umsalimie tu uende. It doesn't hurt. It's just a day. And then ikifika wakati wa Boxing Day,
kama una zawadi
sasa ikifika wakati wa Boxing Day unaweza beba tani yako, but we are hoping that we will have Christmas miracles whereby family members forgive each other and you make merry and you enjoy your time together.
Oh yes, yes.
I know us, we don't have a Christmas Santa, but in our hearts we have a forgiving spirit during this Christmas season. Enjoy yourself. And me, my parting shot, my one parting shot, is to tell people, don't drink and drive, because it's not only your life you're putting on the line. It's the life of everyone revolving around you and the people on the roads. Because what happens if the family loses you, then
maybe you're even the only breadwinner in that house.
Exactly.
That means you had so many people.
Yes.
You have your family and children. Maybe that means you leave them behind. But my parting shot will be: Christmas is about making merry, and you don't carry grudge to the next year. And remember, we need to still set resolutions. Na wale ma-aunties wakisumbua wanauliza unaoa nini, ambie kwani wewe ndio unaoa.
Endeleeni kuuliza. Let me tell you, when they start asking me, I'm just there. Wameshaanza. But even they never get tired, because once you get married, they start asking you, utakuwa na mtoto lini? Once you start having the first child, wapili yuajalini? They never get tired. Punguzeni kidogo, just a little bit. I know hamta punguza, but just this Christmas tuoneni huruma. Wacha hiyo Christmas ipite. Ikishapitia tarehe 25, munaweza kutuliza. Though by that time we would have left avoiding you. My aunties, hii ni message yenu. Tafadhalini jaribuni kupunguza, muone huruma kina Kamche. Hata sisi mtuonee huruma, mwacha kutuambia sijui
watatu watakuja lini, watakuja lini.
Na uchumi wa Kenya.
Kwanza uchumi wa Kenya.
Let's leave it there. We'll talk about economy another day and how it's affecting us. Anyway, this time hii siku wacha tusahau uchumi, wacha tusahau resolutions, wacha tusahau mwaka mzima venye umetutreat na economy. Kuleni, chekeni, chezeni games. Yes. Play games, go on drives, do whatever you have to do as a family, even with friends. For those who don't have family around, friends. For those who are alone, hata kwa nyumba pia unaweza fanya binge watching. You watch.
Na wala mbona mnafanya kazi? You know, there are people like myself, I'll be working during Christmas. So even us, we will try and make merry at the office.
Don't worry, we'll call you and video call you and show you what
so that you show us.
That is why she's so focused.
Anyway, thank you guys for keeping us company. That's it for this episode.
So, until next time,
share with us whatever your hobbies are and interests are. Yes. Then we will read them out in the next episode.
Until next time, bye. We love you.